Welcome back to the Thumbody Show, the podcast where we explore the world of personal branding and celebrate the unique skills and talents that make each and every one of us special. Hi, I'm Jimmy Gibson, your host and the author of Chasing Carrots, Why Chasing Carrots Won't Help You Find Your Purpose If You Were Born to Love Bananas. Over the next few episodes, I'll be sharing insights from my book and guiding you on a journey to uncover your true purpose. If you're not familiar with the backstory of the Thumbody brand, be sure to listen to episode number 1. Now, I don't believe I've talked about my book on the show before. If you'd like to pick up a copy, it's available on Amazon and other booksellers online. In Chasing Carrots, I tell an allegorical tale of a monkey who thinks he's a rabbit. Monkey, our protagonist, has lost his way. He's been distracted by the carrots of life and has forgotten who he really is. The stakes are raised as Monkey faces a choice: figure out who he really is or sacrifice his identity forever. Now, just like Monkey, we'll be following a similar path on our quest to discover our true purpose. There are 7 steps we'll need to master, which provide clarity on our journey. These signposts include our character, our relationship with time, the gifts or skills we possess, our relationship with giving, where we seek wisdom, and our level of discipline. By putting solid effort into these 6 areas, we're going to be led to the fruit or results that are produced, the evidence of living a purpose-driven life focused on others. So, are you ready to dive into my book and follow Monkey's journey to discover your true purpose? Join me in this episode and upcoming episodes as I guide you through those 6 steps: character, time, gifts, giving, wisdom, and discipline, and uncover the tree of character. Today's episode is about character, specifically our name. Let's get started with the Thumbody Show.
And now, our special segment. It's what you've been waiting for.
Today, we'll be exploring an interesting question. Does your name bring smiles or groans? Your name is your personal brand. A good name is better than a fine perfume. It's the sound that should be sweet to the ear. And as I've been pondering this idea, I've been asking myself, what does it take to have a good name? When we think about your character, your personality, and the effect you have on those around you, it really comes down to what you do. Deliver on a promise over and over again, and your name will be as sweet as perfume. Let's start the show with an excerpt from the book. I think it's going to help us in our discussion today.
It's Thumbody story time. Business is not boring. Au contraire. Bring your brand to life with storytelling.
I stood, leaned against the trunk of the tree, and looked up. Tiny bottles hung by twine from every limb. Branches on one side of the tree were full of leaves and fruit, every kind of fruit. The other side was dry and withered. Bottles on the fruit side were clear and varied in color. Bottles on the other side were full of murky liquid and dead flies. "What is this tree?" I asked. "The tree of character," Seagull said. "Each one of the names on the gate match up to the bottle on the tree. One bottle is open for each name at birth and sealed at death. The things you do in between determine how sweet the sound of your name is to others." He grabbed a bottle, untied the string, and held it up. It shimmered like gold. I put my nose to the glass, but Seagull motioned for me to listen. A mixture of honey and wildflowers scented my ear with a whisper. "What about the bottles on the other side of the tree?" I asked. Seagull tied the bottle back on the twine and stepped back away from the tree. "You don't want to get that vile smell anywhere near your ear," he said. Seagull raised his voice and started to scratch at something in the dirt with his foot. He tipped back the neck of a green bottle that had been buried. Pieces of grass poked out of the soft holes in the cork. Seagull pushed them away and grabbed it with his beak. The cork popped out. He turned the bottle over, gave it a side kick with his right foot, and a piece of paper inside poked out of the opening and Seagull snatched it with his beak, all in one quick motion. Seagull read, Birthday Lesson Number 1. Behavior. A good name is better than a fine perfume. Make the sound sweet to the ear. Seagull took off flying, and I had no choice but to follow. In life, we have 3 names: the names we're given at birth, the names we call ourselves, and the names others call us, which might not always be our given name. Yikes. So, from the perspective of others, are you known for being selfish or generous? Maybe you think you have a gift of creativity, but no one knows you by that description. Perhaps friends describe you as unreliable, but you see yourself as someone who keeps a promise. To begin understanding how others perceive us, it's important to open ourselves up to constructive conversations with friends, family members, and professional colleagues. Ask them how they would describe you. Do you agree with what you hear? Do those names match up to the ones you have for yourself? If not, you've got some work to do to realign your name. Now, the only way to change your name is through consistent action, and consistency comes from intentional behaviors. You can overcome a bad name. You may have to ask for forgiveness in certain relationships that have become damaged, but be sincere and show a true desire to change. And remember, you cannot fake it. The desire to be perceived as someone who's honest with repeated behavior to the contrary isn't going to fool anyone. True change must come from the heart. Now, let's take a moment to learn something about the corporate world. Companies have big meetings to craft their brand image and decide how they want their name to be perceived in the marketplace. They form a set of opinions about how they desire to do business, which results in specific actions to support those beliefs. You can do the same for your life. Businesses understand that their brand value is the most profit-producing asset they have. Trust in their names and the emotional connection customers have to the company translates into sales for them instead of the competition. A product defect, a bad review, or undesirable action by a company leader can decrease the brand value and cost the organization current and future business. Your name is much the same. Its sound can elicit smiles or groans. What value do you place on your name? How will it, by association, help or hurt your family or your employer? It's crucial to understand and care about who you are and how you want to be remembered. Decide who you are in your heart and make a promise to stay true to that person. This is actually your personal brand. I want you to think of 3 adjectives that you will live by and be known for. Write them down, or just say them out loud. Now ask yourself how your actions will support those names. If you have a clear answer to this question, I'd love to hear it from you. In today's digital age, personal branding is more important than ever. The way that we present ourselves to the world is critical, whether it's online or in person. Our reputation and the image we create can have a significant impact on our personal and professional lives. As we've discussed today, it all starts with our name, the foundation of our personal brand. If you want to be known for certain qualities or values, you must ensure that your actions and behaviors consistently reflect those qualities. Now let's talk about some steps you can take, and those will help you build and maintain your personal brand. First, you want to be aware of your online presence. In the digital age, as we've talked about, our online profiles are often the first introduction people have to us. Make sure that your online profiles accurately reflect the image you want to portray, and be mindful of what you post and share. Second, network with intention. The relationships you build will greatly influence your personal brand. Try to surround yourself with individuals who share your values and can help you grow. And don't forget to return the favor by supporting and uplifting others in your network. Third, continue to learn and grow. Stay up to date with trends and developments in your field. Invest in your personal and professional growth and never stop learning. This will not only enrich your life, but also strengthen your personal brand. Finally, be authentic. Be true to yourself and your values. People can sense when you're not being genuine, and that can actually damage your personal brand. Embrace your unique qualities and talents and let them shine through in all that you do. Our time together is coming to an end, but I hope today's discussion has given you some food for thought as you consider your own personal brand. Remember that your name, your reputation, and your actions all play a role in how others perceive you. Strive to be the best version of yourself and let your actions consistently reflect the qualities you want to be known for.
That's a wrap. Thanks for tuning in. Before you go, here's our rule of thumb from today's episode. Ooh, a thumb tip.
What's the rule of thumb from today's episode? In life, we have 3 names: the name we were given at birth, the name we call ourselves, and the name others call us, which may not always be our given name. Your name is your personal brand. To begin understanding how others perceive us, it's important to open ourselves up to constructive conversations with friends, family members, and professional colleagues. Ask them how they would describe you. Do you agree with what you hear? Do those names match the ones you have for yourself? As I mentioned before, if they don't, you're going to have some personal work to do to realign your name. The only way to change your name is through consistent action, and consistency comes from intentional behaviors. You can overcome a bad name. As I mentioned before, you may have to ask for forgiveness if certain relationships have become damaged. But be sincere. Show a true desire to change. Don't fake it. And be honest. Repeated behavior is the way to accomplish it. So, what 3 adjectives do you want to be known for? Write them down and create that intentional action to move towards those adjectives. If you've enjoyed today's episode of the Thumbody Show, be sure to subscribe, rate, and review us on your favorite podcast platform. We'd love to hear your thoughts and experiences about personal branding, so don't hesitate to reach out on social media or by email. A new episode is released every Thursday. I call it Thumbody Thursday. Easy to remember. Until next time, keep cultivating your personal brand and celebrating the unique skills and talents that make you, well, you. Remember, your thumb can change the world. Thanks for listening to The Thumbody Show.
Ready to become a part of the most exclusive club around? Wow, really? The Thumbody Club is where it's at. As a member, you'll get a membership card. Oh yeah. Be a part of the global community of Thumbodies and receive a super secret weekly club newsletter. Wow! But that's not all. We've got a bag full of tricks coming throughout the year. Just go to imthumbody.com to sign up. And the best part? It's totally free and worth every penny. Don't miss out on this amazing opportunity. Join the Thumbody Club today.